Yeah, but race around here somewhere. Found a eraser. Hmm. Something like that. Hmm. To a new page. Oh, it's pretty filled up, I would say. There's a little tiny. The head needs to be massive. Oh. Yo, what's up, Perry? How you doing, my brother? Welcome, welcome. We're doing all right this Saturday afternoon time. Just drawing some cute little creatures. Chillaxing. Get some coffee. How you doing, man? How's Tennessee, or are you back from Tennessee? Oh, I just got back. There we go. Nice. Yeah, I saw some pics of the area. It looks beautiful over there. I'm sure it was some nice weather as well. Glad to hear y'all had a good time out there. You guys do oh yeah, did you go to see Schwangel? That's kind of the idea I got from that one Instagram story. Hope I don't get any eraser shavings in my coffee here. I'm going to see Aunt in North Carolina next month. Just hang out with friends and family down there. Oh, okay, based. Sounds like a chill time, my bro. Yeah, I'm gonna see Aunt. It's bound to be a dope show right there. I'm drawing some Chico character. Smoking a blunt right there. This is a Rabbit co-star from the show. Actually, a very hyperactive character. It's kind of funny seeing it smoke some weed. Hilarious weed. The set should be longer than 20 minutes this time. Nice. You had to leave early, right, or something? When you saw him last time. Hello, Piper. You draw your OC. I'll check it out. First time Snotter, welcome. Shit out of here. Oh god, we got a furry. I guess I'll draw it. I'll draw your little zesty character. Lester Lemon. Lester Lemon. Hopefully his first name is not Mo. Hopefully your first name isn't Mo. Nah, just playing. Alrighty, should be easy enough. Just playing around here. Let me just finish up this Chikawa character. Kinda want to draw another character here being blown away by the weed smoke. Let's see if I can draw that. I don't even know if I can draw that. Something like that. Let's see. Like something like that. There we go. Let's go. Easy. I guess I'll do I just have to do the main character here. Or no? Let's do Hachiwara. I'll do the rest of the cat. And then haircut right here. There we go. Kirikino. I'm guessing you discovered the stream via suggestions, which is kind of weird. I always thought you had to pay YouTube to have a suggestion be in your thing. Stop working at such a small scale here. Turn this thing around. Oh.
Proportions are a bit off, but that's fine. That's not nice. Don't really have a whole lot of practice drawing these little guys.
Something like that. A strange strobe effect from that light right there. Hard to get this thing. Wait. Alright, now to draw this furry's OC, which is a human, strangely enough. The Lester Lemonade stand. Hopefully that's not an allegory for pee-pee. 4 days ago. What if they're still in here? Joined August 8th, just a few days ago. Huh. What kind of videos you got here?
My name is Lester Lemon. It's a pleasure to meet you. So, you came here to buy any lemonade? Haha, I suppose so. You know, it's really a pleasure to meet you. But first, if you want lemonade, you have to trade me some things or either some money. I have done
What's that accent?
this many times, I guess. But trust me, whatever you trade me, I will be fine with. A screwdriver? These things are quite a handy dandy, aren't they? Anyways, here's your lemonade. So, what do you think? Does it taste good? Ha ha ha, I'm glad you like it.
Anyways, thanks for coming. It's really a pleasure to meet you.
Aren't you going to leave? I'm not sure we can trade again. Fine, but only this time. A hammer. Interesting. You know, we should stop trading. I feel sick.
Please, this is the only time, no more. Please, go!
Is this supposed to be like a horror kind of thing? Yeah, what the?
You son of a...
Okay. It was gonna be one of those things where it's cutesy, but then it gets like bloody or gory or whatever. Okay. Well, good luck to your project, Mr. Piper. Mr. British person. Maybe that will be kind of an interesting combo. You know. Kind of super cutesy Tumblr, Wumbler, OC type things. With gore, whatever. Kind of makes me look at it in a bit of a different light. So I'm guessing this guy is gonna be killed. That'd be kind of cool, I guess. Well, let's go. Let's try it out. It's not often we have British people coming in here, and the one that we do wants me to draw his fucking femboy OC that he's using for a horror game. Okay. Very British indeed. Sorry. Yeah. It's just my first inclination to be like this when I see this kind of style. You know, it's very... I don't know. I'm not gonna try to be super mean all the way, but I am gonna be ribbing this. Because I just can't help myself. But thank you, Piper. I'll draw your femboy victim, whatever you want to call it. Or maybe this guy's supposed to be the killer or something? I don't know. Happy tree friends or whatever, yeah. Well, it turns out to be like that. That might be kind of cool. Yo, what's up, Chemo? Hey, what's up, Fishman? Welcome, brothers. Welcome. We're doing alright. Doing a little drawing. Taking some requests. Drawing some Chico. Here's what I drew last stream. Drew the annoying orange right here. Some more Chico character. Better not be drawing femboy goon slot boy. I think I could do something with it. Give the old snod treatment. But I'm guessing it was taking requests in the title that kind of brought the person in here. I saw in the comments that Old Piper had dipped into another person's live stream to ask for a request. I don't know if you just got here, but we played the one video on this guy's channel, and it seems the story this person is involved with involves some kind of blood and gore eventually. We'll see how that transpires. Hey, Piper's still here. Nice. Okay, I wasn't sure if you left or not. You can hang out, man. I just had a whole bunch of red flags go off in my brain just looking at this. But it's alright, I'm not gonna be a douche all the way. At least not yet. Eventually though. Anyways. So what's the game? Is it gonna be a game? Or a series? Animation? It's eventually gonna be scary or bloody? Kind of interested in that aspect. But okay. Let's see. Guess we could start with the hair or something. And hair's the most standout kind of thing going here. An earring. I feel like this character would have a gauge. A big old dangly kind of gauge. More places to put a screwdriver in, you know? Gotta think outside the box. Let's see. Get that proof up here. Pompadour, I guess we call it. Hairband. Little hairband right here. Of sorts. Let's see. Something like that. I want to hear my grandma laughing in the background. or have some double chins. Doesn't really look like a double chin. Hey, what's up, Scrod? How you doing, my brother? We doing alright? Welcome, welcome. Be happy if you reacted to my project if it's finished. There's so many artworks of Lester Lemon out there, so don't think you're the only one. Yeah, I saw a few of them in the community page. But yeah, I'd be down to watch it once it's finished. Just busting your balls here a bit. You can hang out, you know. We're not gonna tell you to fuck off or whatever, but it's not often we have somebody, you know, like you in here. But nonetheless, let's see. Ascot or whatever is that? Is that an Ascot?
Of course it is.
We're going Fred Willard mode.
A little bit. Is that his name?
The guy from fucking Scooby-Doo, there we go. Righty. It's going good, it's going good.
I look like a Roblox character. There we go.
Sure.
A little bit too small of a shirt. Hairy belly button. Stretch marks. Cool.
taking a few artistic liberties here. We like to have fun here. But yeah, man, once a project is finished, I think it would be cool to see. I would like to see how it shifts into the horror gore aspect. Tiny pants. Welcome to Slightly Snodtistic. Let's see here. Hey, with the pants kind of slightly open, kind of like bursting at the seams, possibly. Okay. Some pubes sticking out, you know. Let's see. Maybe Lester has a genuine Cobra Craft wand. Oh yeah, I think I could draw that on there. That's also a good idea, taking requests for this Lester drawing. I only have one hand free, so I kind of drew it too close to the to the edge right there. Sorry. All right. Arm doesn't really make sense right there. I'm so good at art. Too much lemon mead. I wonder if you could make lemon mead. I would think the acidic properties might be a problem. Unless you do that thing where you like shave the lemon, take the skin off, and kind of extract the oils with sugar. Probably in that way, yeah. Okay. How can we draw the hand here? Maybe like no, that would be this hand kind of over. Alright, how can I make this wand look like a chair leg? What are we listening to? Oh. Pistol Disco. I don't think I've heard of this. Sounds kind of cool. The lemon mead would be hydromel, I believe, a honey mead flavored with fruit. Ah, yeah, yeah. So you get the mead first, and then you can add the flavorings on there. The acidity of the lemon can retard fermentation a little bit, but it really isn't a problem. Oh, okay. Cool. Good to know, good to know. I would try that. Honestly, I've yet to actually try mead. One time I bought a honey beer. I can't even remember the brand, but it looked like it could have been German or maybe even Russian, and it was just it was not good. It was too much of that like super rich kind of honey taste, and then with the added alcohol, it was not good. Maybe I could do with having an actual mead, or a mead that's, you know, been fortified with fruit or even spices, herbs. Because yeah, that richness of the honey is just too much. Kind of looks like a black girl's hand or something. Oh, okay. Some knuckles right there. Super long thumb. Let me draw the wand from the tip first. It's gonna get wrapped in copper, whatever coast wrap is stuff with. Make the song a little bit bigger. There we go. Nice huge thumb. I want to make the wand pointier. There we go. Now it looks like a chair leg. Promise my project will be so cool. I told one person to see the teaser of the project I'm working on and he liked it. Nice, nice. I don't know if you were here when I played it, but I was kind of pleasantly surprised that there's gonna be like a horror kind of angle to it. Looks a bit too cutesy for my tastes. I'm guessing you might be like an Undertale fan or something like that. I make a lemon wine called Skeeter Pea, really, as in mosquito piss. It's a sweet lemon wine, about 9%. Whoa. That's awesome, man. Skeeter Pea. Now, speaking of Lester Lemon. Maybe Fishman has to link up with Piper here. Get a lemon stand going, a Skeeter Pea stand going. But for reals, it does sound awesome. If I'm ever chilling with Fishman, you know I'm gonna be trying some of that out. Pretty good right there, I think. Alright, now for the face. Yes. The music is kind of cool. First time hearing pistol disco. Seems to be kind of a like synth punk kind of thing. Got distorted synth thing going for it. Noise, space rock, neo psychedelia. Okay. The 2000s love their neo psychedelia. Dan Deacon. Oh yeah. It's been a while since I heard that name, Dan Deacon. I remember when he was part of the singles program on Adult Swim. Take me back to 2010. It's gonna have 2 police officers and 1 detective. Cool. Thank you, Piper. Even though I am taking the piss here a little bit. Thanks for being a good sport. Probably not often you drop into a stream and it's us in here. Even though I'm not going to be explicit. That's the word? Even though I'm not going to say right out what kind of people we are here. Typically, people who draw like this or have OCs are not really wanting to hang out with us. With so-called chuds, you know what I mean? I guess it's good for separate peoples to come together with art. Sometimes we have a little too much sugar over here, get a little Coke.
Yeah. So true.
It's gonna hard to get clear image of that, I know.
Yeah.
I think that's not bad right there. Sorry about the focus on my camera, it's not so good. Yeah, I think it came out pretty good. Lester Lemon. It's beautiful. Thank you, Fishman. Thank you. Splotches on the shirt. Some lemon or something. I don't know. Should I put a lemon in here or something? Good old lemon. Okay. There we go. Alright, thank you, Piper, for the request. Thanks for being a good sport and busting your balls over here. But it's alright. Tighten the pace, so there. Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for Lester's lemonade stand, or blood lemon, I guess. Yeah. Give you a sub. I'll take one for the team. Yeah. I saw the furry avatar and I was like, oh boy. But we'll see this through to the end. Let's see how it goes. Here's some other Lester fan art. Come on. It's almost as good as mine, but not quite. Come on, load, come on. Now some pretty good art here. Lemonade Journator. These people here. Yeah, I'm not a digital artist, so sadly I cannot give you a copy of this. That is it looks good. I don't have a scanner. You know, you would think I would have one. But no. Hey. Trying to get that right there, take a snapshot. That's that page. Guess we gotta start a new one. No way, that's all the pages here. Oh, wait, there's the Coves page. To those who were not here for that stream. Here's the Cobra. I'm really happy with how the Bearded Dragon came out, because I'm not much for drawing animals. Never drawn a bearded lizard before, but it came out pretty good. The Snodchin aesthetic really brings out the character's features. Just came to life before our eyes. Thought I had more pages on this thing. This is a old sketchbook. I have stuff in here from like 2016. Some abstract drawings, some of which I've not even had a scan. Yeah, this is from when me and well, I was trying to do like a Let's Play series with my old band, and I was like hand drawing the thumbnails or whatever. This is my bassist, and we had a series, I guess, where his girlfriend was in for the commentary, because these two were trying to do some Twitch live streaming. They weren't all that about it, but you know, once they started doing it, I was like, hey, I think I want to do it too. But it wasn't all that easy, really. It's kind of hard to come up with stuff on the fly and be funny. Starting to do like an Oni Plays kind of thing. Make some Salisbury steak, let's go! But yeah, even when we were on fire, like there were some other Let's Plays I tried to do with the full band, you know, with the drummer in there. Our audio setup was so terrible. I didn't do any monitoring at all. And the audio was like super quiet, like unsalvageable quiet. And so whatever, you know. Whatever funny stuff that was happening probably wasn't all that funny. Though there's one clip that I wish I could have salvaged. Was of when we were playing Sonic Adventure Director's Cut. I clipped through the stage in Mystic Ruins. clipped through the walls and just fell to like the bottom of the stage. And you could see, you know, all the flimsy CGI polygons like above you, and in the center of the stage was this black ball, which I'm guessing every sandbox needs like needs one of those just to give an impression of space or something. I don't know. But it was so weird. Like, I was so unprepared for that to happen. I was like, what the fuck? Just falling through the stage and then seeing this black sphere just above you. It was kind of creepy. Yeah, sadly, that clip was not salvaged. Would have some garlic cups on that. Oh shit. Salisbury and garlic sauce. I think it's gonna be good, tubes. But yeah, this is what this is from around that era. No. No está bien. Quedó pizza, ¿verdad? Yo me imagino las carnitas. Oh, no, está bien. No, está bien. No vas a comer frijoles. No, con la pizza yo. Y si tú tienes hambre, no vas a salir.
Vamos a ir ahí un rato nomás a dejar los frijoles. A ver, los frijoles.
No, yo estoy bien, ya estoy bien. Sorry, just talking about what we're gonna eat later. We're just gonna reheat some pizza. Yeah, one thing I really wish I did was date the art. Because sometimes I'd be forgetting what year something is from. But I know for a fact it's from around 2015 or 16. And yeah, it was much more about just doing like an abstract doodle composition. Just fill it up all the way. This here as well. Nice pen work. Do like a nice pen. I like the smearing. I like the kind of bleeding aspect that you get from a good pen. This is the drawing that has the fish balls guy on there. It's one of the covers for one of the Huge Balls EPs. Well, the last one actually. But that bubble is saying, "I'm not a drawing, am I?" Some Homer Simpson. He's probably watching. Yeah, this is definitely during an Oni Plays kind of era. That poo right there. Got a shrimp and all that good stuff. The margin, Lisa. Yeah, that's enough of that. Oh, this one I did scan. This one I made this one when when the band broke up. I was feeling kind of sad. It's not often I would do a drawing or a piece with emotional intent, but this one is definitely one of those. And I was looking over some old text messages the other day, and I thought the band had broken up in like 2018, but it was actually 2019. This one's kind of made around the same time as well. Took anger in this one as well. I scanned this one, but it didn't really fit. It wasn't like a complete capture of this one. I gotta scan a whole bunch of these again. This one I scanned. This one's uploaded on my Instagram. A similar feeling as well. Speaking of Oni Plays, a new episode featuring Doug Walker was very comfy, Kino. I was just about to watch that one, but I ended up watching the Halloween one. And it was pretty Kino. And then I got busy and I couldn't watch the Doug Walker one. So I might watch that on my own time a little later on. Really wish they could have kept on going with slightly artistic, but we all know why they couldn't do that. You know. Had to start working on their TV show, which is understandable. Now it's either keep doing YouTube videos or work on your Adult Swim show. I think we know which one they're gonna choose. And here to the boys for getting that next season of Smiling Friends almost out. We live in the good universe for those boys, those Newgrounds brothers, to get the recognition and the job that they deserve. Here's an unfinished doodle. Yeah, after a while there, when I would go to do like one of those abstract doodles where I would just fill up the page, like my mind would just come up pretty blank. And I find that art, at least for me, does come in waves there. It'll be a year or two there where it's really strong and then kind of like goes away. That's fine. Gray Fire right here. This one's on my Instagram. Now this one is one of the first pieces where I went really crazy with paint. Like for the most part I'd be using pastels or colored pencils or Sharpie and ink. But this one, it was just pure paint, maybe a little bit of pastel here and there. I just really liked how it turned out. Kind of looks like a chair, like a room. Kind of has a bit of a 3D thing going in here, 3D space. Room with the chair. I have this one scanned, but it like cuts out parts of it. I really would like to have the entire piece scanned at some point. Gonna have to look into buying something with my money once I get a job. Okay, here's an uncompleted abstract doodle. Yeah, I just found like I wasn't having a whole lot of ideas around this town. A lot of stuff that went unfinished. Something that kind of kicked up the inspiration was going into paint. I guess I had taken a Sharpie and colored pencil and pastel about as far as I could go with it, and then I went really crazy with paint. Yeah, filled this one up. And the last drawing in this one is going to be Lester Lemon. That's pretty funny. On some of these I even have the front cover colored. Let's go back to... This one is pretty empty, but I use it as like a folder to contain the first round of paintings I did. This was during... some of these are during COVID or just before COVID. Little abstracts, Shadow the Hedgehog right there. These are all scanned, thank God. They're tiny. It's mostly acrylic paint with some pastel. But yeah, you can see you could catch these on my Instagram. Well, I guess since this one is filled up, I could stash these right here. Oh, hold on a second. Now here is some Pomade lore. One of the first, if not the first, abstract composition. I think I did this in freshman year. Got a whole lot of things in there. Not much going on besides some pretty surface level symbolism or symbols. Yeah, this is damn near falling apart. Oh yeah, this one yeah, I'm pretty sure this from freshman year. I think there might be one more that's a little bit earlier than this one. I don't know if it's in another thing, in another area. Probably find a safer place for this one. But it's fairly safe back here, I think. Came out really good. Tubes, the dried parsley really helped. Let's go. This makes you want to draw more. Yeah. art is indeed fun. And, you know, as much as I like to draw, I was never attracted all that much to doing stuff digitally. Like, I didn't have any kind of a dogma against digital art or this and that. But, yeah. You know, colored pencils and pens are pretty cheap, and paper's easy to come by. And a tablet, who knows how much those would be, especially like 10, 15 years ago. So I always pretty much settled for pen. And doing stuff digitally, I always just think about having to draw with a mouse, which you don't have to, you know, you have a stylus and this and that, but I just love the immediacy of paper. Love the connection to it. Maybe one day I will buy a tablet and hunker down and do some stuff with that, but the type of stuff I like to do, it's papers, pretty tops. Here's a pretty early abstract composition. I really like how this thing came out with the intersecting necks and all that stuff going there. It's going for kind of like a creepy vibe. You got some Yumeniki references here, which was around 2010 that I think I first played that game. It was very influential on my style at the time. And I do remember a couple of other compositions I did, but I do not have them. I do remember at one point I did do like a, yeah, what's it called? This guy like set up a quote-unquote gallery in his apartment. I brought a whole bunch of my drawings in a folder to them, and I kind of like taped my drawings to his wall. It's just like kind of like a small gathering of friends. It wasn't like a huge event. It was in an apartment complex, like I said. But I left the folder there, and God knows how many drawings. And I never went to pick it up. And thank God I had those drawings scanned at that point, so I do have them on my computer. Maybe not all of them. Maybe one or two didn't get scanned, but yeah, there's some snod drawings out there in the wild, or probably in a trash heap. But yeah, luckily I got those scanned. But I'm guessing that folder might have had a few compositions that I would do in school. Like when I was bored, I would just fill up a whole piece of paper with random drawings. I got about three sketchbooks that aren't filled all the way. So I'll start filling up this one. This one and another one are for watercolors, and I got 2 other ones that are for just normal drawing paper. Though I would like to save the watercolor stuff. There aren't a whole lot of pages left on these here, so I'll just go ahead and fill them up. I think I was gonna draw like
Oh, fuck.
because I was gonna draw like a sunset or something, like an ocean in the sun here. Got a little bit too wet. So that one. This might be ink, so I don't know if it'll go away. Seems that's ink. Oh, we can go away. That's fine. Yo, what's up, Perry? Welcome back. You're good, brother. We're just here chilling with random experimental music. This channel called Sigmund Generous, which I mostly know for their James Ferraro uploads, has quite a variety of ambient / noise music. So far, it's been some good stuff. This is Gondola Wish, Guan Guan Bikini Hotel. I'm thinking it's Kino. Oh, let me show you how Piper's drawing came out. Our little furry friend. Yeah. Yeah. There's OC right here. Give him a little Cobra wand as well, Mr. Lester Lemon. Mo Lester Lemon. The mouth kind of came up looking like big ugly teeth with dark lips, but it's kind of supposed to be, the dark part is supposed to be gums. And the black part is the inside of the mouth, but you know, big ugly teeth work out too. We got the Chihuahua there. Yeah. Yeah, we weren't too mean. Ribbed sex toy. Exactly. We weren't too mean to him, but he seemed pretty excited about to talk about his thing. I'm always open to artists and their thing, you know. Cool. But it's kind of a visceral reaction just seeing a furry in the stream, you know. You know how it goes. They stuck around for a while up until, you know, I told them that, you know, we might be chuds over here. And up until then, yeah, he was hanging out. Maybe chud is a bad word for him. Doesn't want to hang out with chuds like us. Either way, too. Gonna keep snotting on. Gosh, this is some horrible fucking watercolor paper. This shit's already fucking crumpling up all weird. It's pretty thin, to be honest. So yeah, I'm not gonna care too much about this one here. We got a few old abstract things here. I guess I was gonna do this thing blue here, kind of abandoned. Abandoned. If I remember correctly, I mostly used this one for those tiny paintings I showed. So pumped about OTT. Asheville is such a cool ass town too. Bunch of great food and microbreweries in town. Dang. That's totally gonna kick ass. Bro was a furry. Lol at you. You didn't totally roast him. Yeah. Yeah, I might have been too mean, you know. I went too hard, but I did draw his femboy OC as a balding, fat, ugly freak, so I think that's enough. Yo, what's up, Altair? Welcome, welcome. Rest in peace, King Cobra. Indeed. I did an insane food hack for Coves that night, and I could only eat like half of it. Oh shit. What was it? I didn't really have a whole variety of stuff around to do a food hack. But it was cool seeing everybody's food hack on Twitter and such. Head of the hammer first. Little hammer to the brain right there. Kind of hard to see. Dum, 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 dum. We're about to get curry. Just wanted to stop in and say hi. Hell yeah, man. Always good to see you, bro. Shout out to Alte Gang. Bunch of spam, seasoning, Mountain Dew beer, chips, shredded cheese, liquid cheese. Oh my god. Iggy going live right now? Oh shit, really? I think I might have to tune into that. Hold on. I did hear from Scroat that he was gonna do a King Cobra themed live stream. Macaroni and cheese, big old bowl of slop, too much sodium. Oh my god. You would have loved that. Now that's a way to celebrate King Cobra right there. Spam, Mountain Dew beer, chips, cheese upon cheese, all the meats. Hell yeah, brother. Looks like gonna be Rumble, I'm guessing. Here. Dog and chicken. Oh, it's gonna be on YouTube. Oh shit. Oh, he's live right now. Oh shit. Let's go, let's go. I guess it's not gonna be a long stream, so I guess I keep my stream going. I thought I was subscribed. That might be a new channel. Or no?
I got the lights strewn about in my closet here. And so I'll be coming out of the closet all night. It is what it is. A bottle of Jim Beam nearby. Well, I don't know where you get this crazy idea, but in any case, so my beautiful, beloved, what is it? Lincoln Liquors. That's as American as it gets, folks. They had this Jim Beam bottle, normally $25 for $8. I said, now that's a good deal, you know. So yes, as condoned and conditioned and upvoted. You see, I had one of my parents' cousins died of an alcohol abuse disorder maybe 2 years ago. And I said I'm gonna, you know, have a drink in his memory, and the chat was reviling and revolting, so I chose not to do it at that time. But, you know, this one is for a real one right here. There's a good chance that some of this is gonna end up on the floor because we pour it out. I might pour it on the chair. I might pour it on my own head. I haven't streamed in a very, very long time. And so I need a little something to socially lubricate, and I'm not talking about the bathhouse. However, I also want to say real quick, I went to Boston last week. I saw a bathhouse for men for the first time in my life. Really, it was some crazy looking stuff. And for the record, I have been cutting back on my drinking since I haven't been streaming. I'm sure there's no correlation. I'm sure there's no coincidence there or whatever, or maybe that it is a coincidence is what I should say. In any case, my drinking has gone significantly down, so it's time to average it out a little bit, Tubes. Going for, got my Cobra style skull mug.
Oh shit.
You already know how we gonna mix that
Nice.
drink combo, Tubes. You know what I'm saying? Authentic Cobra Craft wand. I opted to go for YouTube on this one today just because, I wanted to because I got my YouTube back 4 months ago for one. Also, so it's available. But I wanted to just hit the biggest, Cobra was subscribed to this channel. I know they definitely, he loved watching those YouTube videos, so they got to have YouTube in heaven. If you're probably getting a direct pipeline, he's probably watching me through my webcam right now. If there's nothing better on, I would understand if there was, but, he can at least access his subscriber list, so even if maybe he's not thinking about the Big E dub, it is what it is, I wouldn't hold it against him, but he click and see who's live on his YouTube subscriptions, he's gonna see me, so I wanted to be present, but it's always also very good to be energized and hydrated. So first off, let's get about a quarter cup here. It sounds like a lot, but it's not really a lot. I'm gonna start off, gracefully off the fact that you know who I was just thinking? I think Mubu Duke commented on one of my things the other day. He hasn't been around for a very long time. But, so we're starting off here with that Wild Berry Monster combined with Jim Beam. I'm going to call this one Berry Me a Wizard. You know what I'm saying, Tubes? All due respect, I don't want that to sound disrespectful because the magic persists. And it was real all along, to be honest. After I saw that particular video that said, Cobra back in the OG apartment saying, I'm thinking, 34 and a heart attack. As I'm sitting here and I'm about to turn 34 pretty soon and my health is not as good as it should be, I'm like, I'm going to try to, I'm really taking my health into consideration. I'm telling you, it's been a wake-up
You
call,
gotta
really
watch how
has,
he's
but
speaking
plenty
to
of shout-outs
existence,
do.
indeed.
And I better go ahead and, take a swig, see how it's tasting. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. It's got a little stink on it. It's good though. It's got that citric berry, and it meshes kind of well. It's like you got the smoky whiskey bourbon going on, and it's got a little bit of that corn, a little bit of that grain thing going on, and then you got like a tart sweet berryness at the same time. It's actually a pretty decent drink combo, to be honest. But shout out to Raindrop, shout out to Poe Snod, the Bathhouse Behemoth. I could have made it true that day, but I opted to not do so. What's up, Slow Frequency? Good to see you. What's up, Wesser? Herschel Schachter. Of course, we got Punk Rock. Big ups to Punk Rock. All my heart and everything to you, my good sir, at this time. We got Hard Target. We got Joe Best at the Raw Till Forti Fruit Festival. He's been waiting for a long time. If we could pick our afterlife, that might be where, when the day comes, I gotta definitely make a stop over there for sure. I think we might do a Thug Mansion karaoke tonight to make it fit, and I'm thinking Joe Best is gonna have to make an appearance there. What's up, Kimosabi Zawarudo? We got Hateful Monk in the house. We got Mr. Wizard up in the situation. Duke to go. Twitch is popping nowadays for chuds. They gave Neon, the Indian guy, a deal. That's pretty crazy. The guy used to do so much weird clickbait stuff, and now he's like a millionaire. Crazy story. What's up, Bobby22? Do not private the stream. It's an important one. I'm going to tell you like this, for one thing, that's true. I think when the vocal covers start hitting, and I'm definitely thinking that they will, sooner than later. I'm going to say here, I don't intend for this to be a super long broadcast. It's very raw. I didn't have like any, shout out to Seizure Robot. I know when he does his thing coming up, it's going to be very produced. I said, I haven't gone live all year. I just want to, speak my piece about a man who changed my life, and really truly, to be honest, I'm going to tell you like this. It's called Simeon Jimmy should also be a mod for my channel, to be honest. It's only right. I haven't been going live enough to make it happen, and there he is. When I really thought about it, there's a lot of people who I love to use my YouTubeology, my YouTube words, and YouTube lingo that have been so impactful in my life because just such relatable people with such relatable feelings, and really back in the day, back in early 2017, Mr. King Cobra with a K, I believe Snails. Because I've talked to him 100 times, so you would think I'm going to sit here and guess his name, but he's King Cobra with a K to me at the end of the day, and this is being recorded to my hard drive as well, by the way. But he was putting me onto Cobra back in like January of 2017, So it was like I didn't quite understand it at that time, but once I went ahead and watched the old Trap documentary, I want to shout out to Zach Waltman. I was talking to him the other day after
Spiceberry, go home.
the situation happened, because I believe that he was one of the composers for the music on the original King Cobra documentary. So we were talking about it, and I believe that's his brother that was the director for that. And he had actually Joel did a live theatrical showing for the original documentary back in September of 2023, I believe it was. And just unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it there. I think it was either September or November of 23, because I only got notified about that it was happening about 2 or 3 days prior to the showing. Otherwise, I certainly would have made my way 100%. But let's get some more shout-outs here. I don't think Zoot ever had a beer on here. UK Cobra wanted to down a Victoria after every shot. Those imported beers, they hit different. I don't know what exactly it is about it, to be honest. Super Punish Sour Snot. I don't know if that's Sour Farmer. I'm pretty sure it is, aka Sour Scroat. I do want to take a moment just to mention.
Yeah, that's it.
Shout out to Sour Scroat. He won Sam Hyde's Stream Stars competition a few months ago, whenever that was. I think it was a few months ago. So, I heard about that was going on. I never watched too much of it myself, but I did hear that he won, and he's one of the people that's been around for a long time. So big ups, Sour Scroat doing his thing, taking those W's, those gold medals. The whole Polycule is watching, and it's good to include everybody. # diversity. We got 1 Inch Bounce up in here, Mr. Emu, Dog Oven, Monkey Shinizu. We got that boy Fishman. Thank you again, Fishman. I think we're almost getting close enough in One Piece to where I could play that game you gifted me a while back without spoiling it, so I'm looking forward to that when the time comes. Thank you again for that. We got, of course, homeboy Jimmy in, Reap the Whirlwind, Space Explorer. Can you please cover the Kanye song HH? Let's just keep drinking this vocal cover juice, and this 3-hour stream might turn into 300 hours. We're going to sing every song that's ever existed in history. I don't know. It's crazy. It's hard to say. Taking it one step at a time. I was waiting patiently to go live again for a very important reason. It's unfortunate circumstances, but we're here today. Any updates on my life? How do I feel about Iowa? Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it. I did not see Hedon Succeed crash out either. I've heard there's been a couple things mentioning in the chat about it here. I haven't been familiar with that, so maybe we'll get enlightened on that also. I mean, we probably have to do a little bit. I'll have to bleed in a little bit of my own things I've been missing here, because I have been, as far as what I have been doing, just very much, how should I say it? Just living very plainly. I have to, I was kind of like almost not sure what direction I wanted to move in. But some of you know that I have been making content, all the same with homeboy Simeon Jimmy. Many, many, many podcasts, dozens if not hundreds. Of film reviews, various other content. We've had our One Piece podcast that we've been doing for a year now. I did miss Scott Sullivan in Boston. He was going live, and unfortunately we were just on opposite sides of the city, so it did not work out. However, besides that, well, I spent many months out of this year as a professional gambler. Now, it's like I have this, I don't know what it is, a predisposition, is that the right word? I have a very hard time ever doing anything
Oh,
that like takes real skill
Oh, okay. 6 seconds.
or ever contributes to society in any meaningful way. It makes me very uncomfortable to ever pay taxes or contribute to society. And obviously, I'm paying taxes on all of my gambling winnings. Okay, but I can't even remember how exactly it happened. I think it was about maybe 2 to 3 weeks after I decided to. I was logging off for a while. Gosh, I just don't know what I'm gonna do. I was just clowning around, and that's when I met a man, Commercialized Bergstein. That's his full legal name. And he's like, oh well, I got a system. I got methods. I got a system. And I was like, system methods? He's like, oh yeah, boom, check this out. And I watched him put $50,000 buy-in on a credit card for an online casino with a 2% cash back. And what's that, $1,000? And so he was using this edge, and he was just getting all this paper off of this gambling edge just to even buy in, was making him all. So I was like, oh wow, that's pretty. And you just do that every single day. He's like, yeah, it's called cycling. You don't get your credit card shut off. And you can just
Gonna go
buy in, cash
fix
out,
up my
buy in,
dog's
cash out,
food. I'll be right
forget it.
back.
I was like, oh, you're not. No fussing, no mussing, huh? Well, I think if I had to probably guess, in the last 6 months, it was probably about $25,000 more or less of professional gambling winnings. So living high on the hog, as you can see. OMG, that's literally millions of dollars. But at the end of the day, I'm saying it was a little something to chew on, a little, whatever I might have made doing this, that, or the third thing. It was a little something to work with, and we made it out okay. I never had a single account shut down. I had all my paperwork. There's an accountant, a CPA or whatever. About 25K in pure profits, I would say, if I had to go ahead and run the... No, you would think I would be trapping out the bando, living right next to a college with a lot of students that would want to party in a party hardy. However, of course, obviously, I'm, I don't want to perpetuate the delinquency of the youth. I'm all about perpetuating the benefit of the youth. yeah, pollute your soul. He saw me hit that I hit. It's crazy. I don't know what I've been having really good luck because the methods are pretty shut down. But all of a sudden, I'm just having good luck. I hit 5 max wins in a week. So we were just out walking, and I was just having the games autoplay on my phone. All of a sudden, I hit for 1,000 bets or whatever. And I bought everybody, Pollute Your Soul, and Headshot LLC guys, and everybody. We're buying meals and rounds and Ubers and whatever, So it is what it is. Certainly it can't last forever, but it has been a fun and impressionable. It impressed me. But never gamble, because we're finding secret ways, and all these the online casinos are literally going out of business. The real ones never do that because they know how to steal all your money. They'll literally rob you at the door. The security will beat you and probably kill you, and they'll hide your body underneath the slot machine. But the online casinos, we figured out ways, and we literally put them out of business. It is what it is. But all right, enough all that. Let's get some more shout outs up in the mix here, because I'm not having donations today. I'm not here to monetize. I'm just here to talk that talk. Shout out to Hog Rider. Shout out to Napoleon Dynamite, hates the woke left. We got Bronco Slash, Magic Man, Spice Bear, Fortunate Snort. Oh my God, it's been a while since since we've been on this account. So there's names, there's beautiful names of beautiful people, and I appreciate them all very much. Egg Wars got me through a breakup back in the day. I love watching your videos, and you got me into watching King Cobra. I'm pouring one out for the homie. That's right. Monkey is trying to steal views. Jew uploaded video during the suppressing time. Well, I trust Monkey's judgment to upload whatever. Speaking of which, you can see, if you don't believe that I'm fat, he uploaded me strutting down the street in Boston. It's like I said, it's looking like when Homer was talking to Dr. Hibbert and he pushed his stomach and it started floating around. I do intend to reinvest possibly some of my professional gambling winnings into an Ozempic routine, and I'm going to look like an anorexic Ethan Ralph. It's going to be really beautiful. I'm going to, speaking also of The Simpsons, I'm going to pull my loose skin back with like paper clips or something, or what do you call it, clothespins, and I'm going to be looking right, presumably. Shout out to homeboy Heartsy, Grim, Ruin HD, ERN. I would say I'm doing fine. Except I don't know what's been going on with Heat and Succeed. I hope he's been heating and then succeeding afterwards. We got homeboy Lugubrious. I want to say Lugubrious, I did get your P.O. Box package the other day. Looks very interesting. I haven't got a chance to read into that yet, but I appreciate that very much. I'm presuming it's from you because I think it sounds similarly addressed to what you've sent me before. Jason Benaim, howdy egg white RP Cobes. He's a man who deserved to live forever. I completely agree. Shout out to Casey. On the topic of Stream Stars, I actually applied for Fish Tank Season 4, but I never got accepted. I'm going to apply for Season 5, hopefully. Well, speaking of people that I haven't been around for a while, I don't know if I'm going to talk about that thing that's going on right now. If you already know, I talked about a thing last year. And I said when I was talking about that thing that I wasn't really trying to, make it a big deal, but it's really been going around a lot lately. GLP-1 has extreme side effects up to and including blindness, just fast with minerals and vitamins, and it'll also take care of that loose skin. That is true. To be fair, I don't know, my nearsightedness is pretty terrible lately, TBH. But yeah, I probably shouldn't want to go any more blind. I've been putting off on getting my passport renewed because I have to get a new driver's license, and I very, very nearly failed my driver's test last time from going blind. So just for the record, no, I don't intend for this to be necessarily any regular return to form. Exactly, I don't know. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea because, like I said, I have felt a little wayward, without going live for many, many months. Let me take a swig of my drink combo here. Shout out to Toothpaste List. We got Eternal Death up in the mix. John Smith, Forte Chaos, Dinah, Igor, Mr. C. Yeah, well, I ain't gonna lie to you, TBH. That gambling money was coming in so hot. I made like $8,000 just in May off of professional gambling. So I might have been a little hasty and said, "You can take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more." I mean, I'm cashing $8,000 a month off of professional gambling. I'm like, bro, come on. It reminded me back in the day when I was making $10 an hour. All of a sudden I stream and I was making thousands a month off strip. What? Turns out, yeah, that's the peak of everything is not the typical. But I got a lot of money stashed. I'll probably just end up going back to what I was doing here pretty soon, TBH. Mr. Enter is currently streaming, and I'm doubling him just by doing. Donovan got the disco going. I'm just doing my thing. Let's see here. I know it's not a dono. If you want to rock out, someone hit up Cubs in 2020 for a vocal track and release the song posthumously. Well, I'm going to copy that down. I think when I pour up my second dose of drink combo, I got some delicious, delectable genetic Mountain Dew. That's right. That's right. Zero sugar because health is what it is.
So genetic.
Can I sing the Zoomer rap song? I probably still have the lyrics for that somewhere here on this computer, TBH.
Yeah,
Ever since I bought that gaming laptop with my gambling.
Maybe in a bit I'll even
my
drop
desktop
fuck Monkey Jones in the chat.
Hog Rider wants me to come visit his locale, and he said it's comped 100%. Well, see, I'm going to tell you like this. First off, let me just speak a little diatribe real quick here. To be honest, all things, to be really, truly keeping it real deal with everything that just happened lately, to wake up last Friday morning at 4 o'clock in the morning into a world that no longer had a man who inspired me to just be myself, a man who told me it is what it is, a man who hated sickos even more than he loved anything, especially having sex and so on and so forth. He was a man who meant a lot to me. And to wake up in the morning, and there was a lot of messages. I want to say, I think Chad Thundercock, Curix, C Keels, there were maybe Slime Privilege, Farkle. Like those people who were hitting me up right away before I even woke up, and they were saying, "You got to check on Cobra, man. You got to check on Cobra." I was in the Courtney Sucks Discord. You know, take it how you want to take it. That was one time I actually did go live with Cobra a couple years ago, and it was because of that. So for all the other negative things that might have transpired in that, I was not a participant in the Discord, and I think that it is no longer existing. I'm not sure. But, you know, it was one of the first places that I went to go check, because like Kiwi Farms broke the news, I think, more than anything. But I was, you know, I went to the Courtney Sucks Discord just to see what was going on in there, and it wasn't a super active Discord on account of the fact that, you know, Cobra hadn't been up in there as much, and I don't think he'd maybe been talking to Courtney, whatever her name is, as much. But anyways, to say that, when I woke up into that new world, missing a hero, I said to myself, you know what, it's crunch time, you know what I mean? Like, I've generally lived on the principle that you should take every opportunity. I mean, the fact that the fact that I even am living here, what money put this on the wall? Why do I have a computer set up? Why is there a YouTube account? Why is any of this here? Why is any chat person here? Is because one day I woke up and I said, I want to just give something a try. I want to just throw caution to the wind, and I want to see what happens. You know what I mean? Like, I want to just I'm not going to listen to what somebody's telling me to do or not to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to feel it out. I'm going to do what I want to do. And so I think really, you know, it was kind of a wake-up call for me in a way to say, I mean, it could be, you never know. You just can't say. It ain't, as many rappers have said, it ain't your time. God, or you know, Sky God, or whatever forces of anything is going to be the one who decides when it's time for you to come home. It's going to be time whenever it's time for you to move on. It's going to be you can do what you want to, but it's not always in your hands. So I was sitting there and I was thinking about that, and I said, you know, I've already been taking opportunities in my life, and I always have been, and I think I really have to, you know, do that even more. Egg, you look like shit. Good to see you back, buddy. Well, thank you, MTM. I mean, I'm definitely older and fatter. It's crazy. I haven't gone live in 7.5 months, and it feels like it could have just been 2 days, because when your life consists mostly of playing emulated video games and professionally gambling, lots of fun though. I mean, I gotta say, whenever I can no longer professionally gamble, I probably need to check myself, because I think there's an addictive element to it, to be honest. Also, I was just told this recently, so I don't want to say too much, but yeah, you know what? I got enough alcohol in my blood. I got enough blood in my alcohol stream. Man, maybe I do want to say too much. So I was out shopping for some diet soda the other day. It's another habit. It is what it is. No, I've been doing all my gambling off stream because I don't want to perpetuate it. I don't want to promote it. It is very bad, and you will lose. I just have methods and systems that they come and go. They change every day. But while I was in the soda aisle, I got approached, and they said, "Hey, are you Eggy?" And I said, "Yeah, what's up? You know, what's going on?" Yes, I do still have my microphone covered with a sock, and I do still have a broken colored pencil used as the gear that I threw it against the wall 2 years ago or whatever, and I never fixed it. Although the microphone was glitching out a couple weeks ago, so I'm sure I'll fix it. But I mean, it sounds fine, especially with the acoustic foam and everything. Anyway, so I got approached, and the guy goes, "Oh, you ever heard of a guy called Gerbert's Void on YouTube?" I was like, "Yeah, I've seen him around. You know, he's got a little black pill tinge to him, but you know, he's doing his thing." And he goes, "Oh, Gerbert's Void. I know him in real life." And I was like, "No shit." But then he wandered off because he's just some random complete stranger that walked up to me inside of Walmart and said, "What's up, Eggy?" But I don't know. I mean, I do live next to a large college. If I walk into this guy again on the street, whatever, maybe I'll say, "Oh, you know, well, what do you know about him?" And you know, maybe it's time to link up with the next generation, Gerbert's Void. You know, if somehow anybody knows him or whatever, I mean, I wouldn't mind sitting down and talking with him, talking that talk a little bit. Who else was I? Oh yeah, Synthetic Man. I know, like many months ago, somebody was like, "Oh yeah, Eggy, you're invited to the Synthetic Cast." But however, I wasn't doing anything YouTube style other than hanging out with Homeboy Mumkey for the last several months. So I don't know, maybe I'll log into this Synthetic Cast one of these days if that's still going on. I haven't talked about it, or I got invited onto it like months ago, but I was like, I'm kind of out here doing my thing. And I have heard, I think probably the last time I streamed back in January or whenever that was, that, what was I going to say? Dibder was like living in his vehicle and like traveling around the Tri-City area. I've just been very reclusive, so I was, I thought about trying to find out where he was at and letting him sleep on my couch, but if he needed it. But I don't know, I've just been very reclusive. Maybe I'm going to start warming up to that now. Excuse me. What's up, Fort Chaos? Mr. Derp said, who passed away? Well, that would be one legendary gothic bad boy rock star, Homeboy King Cobra. And I'm wearing the Cobra Craft shirt. This is also the exact version of this shirt that I performed in at Doomerfest just 3 years and, what was that, 3 years and 3 months ago? I can't remember. It might have been back in April. One thing about it, even though I haven't been drinking, I still kind of have problems remembering what year it is and what month it is and everything like that. Dibder is now under the account Hat Flying. I meant Synthetic Man gets off to Fudanari porn. My bad, not DVDR. Well, John 777, okay. But then, this isn't a Japanese character name, man. This is, I think that's Korean, but it looks different from the usual Japanese character name, man, that I'm used to. He said, Dibdar equals LARPer, don't bother. I'm taking all of your comments into consideration all the same. Kiwi Clipper says, I've been listening to more Incel Core lately. Who are some underground people you recommend? Well, to be quite sincerely honest, I probably have been listening to more DJ Screw tapes lately. I got convinced to finally try this Spotify. I'm kind of a late adopter to technology. I really prefer YouTube MP3, where I download it onto my RCA MP3 player. But I've been listening to a lot of DJ Screw albums because they're just a vibe, TBH, and I'm using old school lingo like that, or was that new school lingo? I sound like a 20-year-old collegiate female that drinks trendy beverages. It's giving a vibe, to be honest. Now, shout out to Cowboy Joker. He had some great compilations. I mean, really, like Negative XP, Zarbamba. Zarbamba's really still been doing his thing, and I like to see he's always winning a lot. He's doing a lot of good things. He's naming them. That's, hey, no complaints on this side, frankly. I mean, I don't think I've been live since Donald Trump has even been president. Damn, what a whirlwind it's been out here, to be honest. The Black Pill recently experienced the 10-year anniversary of the upload. That is right. And I think the original upload of that video was about 1 week prior. I definitely had considered driving back to the location that I filmed the Black Pill video for the 10-year anniversary. But it's just been a bit tumultuous. I feel like it's been difficult for me to really... It's not that it's been difficult for me to pin kind of where the culture is at right now, but it's been... everything's just very divisive. There's a lot of... poison pill is probably the right word, but it's not what I would want to say. Like, we're getting a lot of good and bad together, and it's hard to... decisively make a firm statement in one direction with a lot of things that have been going on. So, yeah, I'm not going to rule anything out necessarily for doing an anniversary about that, but I do feel like it kind of does speak for itself a little bit as well. I do now live completely alone, Mr. Henry Claymore, in my own place. That is correct. Hey, dude, are you still doing YouTube music full time? About as little as you could possibly imagine, alcoholic stepdad, but, I'm happy to be here. And we have Exhumed Visions in the house, brother. My brother, my brother, my brother. My brother from another, man. What up, Thurg? I mean, every single time, which there's a lot of negativity out there spread by normies now, it's true. It kind of makes me want to reflexively be very positive, to be like against them, but it's kind of hard sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I've had a lot of reasons to be positive in this last year, even when there's been downswings, but I've really been on just collecting all the positivity possible. Speaking of, oh my goodness gracious. Is that Homegirl T, aka Enoy Blue? Oh my lord. A lot of real OGs in the mix, just like Justin. Shout out to Joseph Lambrecht, Viper Fist X, Rubaduckio 7. Shout out to Egg Wars from back in the day, that's right. You gotta drive back, you can make an update, adding things we've learned on this journey. That block still exists, that house probably still exists. Yeah, Boston was a lot of fun. I gotta say, Boston, Massachusetts. I've been to Massachusetts. I've been to around Boston, but I've never been to the city. Really surprisingly, it was a lot cleaner, a lot nicer than I anticipated. I didn't think it was gonna be. Like it had all the elements of a Philadelphia, like as far as the density and the population. It had a lot of the elements of like a New York City. I mean, even Providence is not the cleanest city by any stretch of the imagination, but every part of Boston, Massachusetts that I was in was unusually clean, friendly people, very low homeless population, very low drug use, and anywhere that I saw. I'm sure there's parts of the city that have issues as well, but I had not. I was surprised. And yes, I did sign the change.org petition for Kash Patel to send King Cobra his posthumous, or send Clint at least. That would be, I mean, I don't want to say beautiful because it's still a very hard to engage with the reality of Cobra's passing. But I mean, like, dude, if they had the posthumous YouTube plaque like at the Celebration of Life, you know, I'm literally, my eyes just moisten just to even consider it, not to be a bitch or anything, but as my brother, man, you know what I'm saying? My brother from another, man. Little monster rehab in the gullet there. But yes, I signed it with my full legal name and my my Gmail, so you know, you can probably go look that up if you don't believe me. If you know my full legal name and everything, you could fact check me on that one. Delete your email says Sam Hyde collab from 2018 still hasn't come out. That is true. There's two things I have to say about it, because I did pester Sam about it for a few years after the fact, and he was kind of a little bit vague about it. It's my understanding that whatever drives or anything like that that existed containing the Kickstarter TV2 files, I don't think they exist anymore, or they were fatally corrupted or something. And there was a point where somebody on TV who was posting as one of Sam Hyde's editors said that the video sucked, and I was like fanboying way too hard. And I was like, yeah, to be honest, I don't really remember, but that probably was true, because, you know, just to be out here doing my thing, making Egg Wars, and all of a sudden the boy called me up on the phone saying, I'm flying you out, here's $1,000, I'm flying you out, and whatever you want, let's get whatever meal you want, and let's come talk shit about Kickstarters. Yes, I am still touching, but it's funny, I don't think I've really touched my nose too much since I haven't been streaming, but I've still been finger sniffing aplenty, though. Need to come back to the rap game. The world needs Eggy rap. Yeah, I don't think maybe I do, hold on. I did, on account of the fact that I was able to make so much, how would you say, I guess, money in an unusual kind of way. I had put together I'd started upon an album of a sort that I had, I'm not even sure. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Is this gonna work? With my new my new record label, Tax Evasion Records, I said, you know what? who wants to make money in that bullshit way? You know, there's a lot of CDL drivers out here right now that are flipping semi-trucks upside down on their way to the call center, and they're getting this money. They're calling up your grandma right now, and they're you probably saw the one from Jelly Roll that was a viral situation where a Jelly Roll Facebook message was telling a guy to give an Indian man outside his house like 10,000 Apple Pay cards or something. He's like, "Yo, man, what? Jelly Roll's manager Trajesh is outside my house. He wants all the Google Play cards. Hell yeah!" Good. And it's like this video's like, "Hello, Michael, Robert. My name is Jelly Roll. Please redeem the card." And he's like, "Whoa, that's crazy." And so I was like, I mean, listen, you know what? It's a bit misanthropic. It's a bit socially devastating and destroying or whatever. But, again, we got to get it how you live, to be quite sincerely honest. I mean, yeah, it's the same as the Rumble ads. "Hello there, Egg White. It's your president, Donald J. Trump, and I need you to redeem Google Play card. Otherwise, China will win. Please join my Telegram." What? Yes. Donald Trump, thank you. Yeah. We just tripled Mr. Enter's. "Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mr. Enter here. I need your Google Play card to fund my new Brony review. Please join my Telegram.com. Delete this message. Delete this script." It is what it is. You could be like the Wolf Pit and get your channel taken down, and you're trying to review the Dollar Tree every single day, so you know everybody that's following your channel is impoverished. They're horribly destitute, and all of a sudden, like, Elon Musk's face texture is put over like an N64 like golden eye model, like dancing around on a stage. Like, oh my God, what? Just go to Coinbase.com and put my entire checking account into Ethereum and send it. Oh, and it doubles up every time. Yes. But AI has really been going crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's there's something that got now called like WNP. Or is it WMP? I forget which one. But you could literally just you could just do some freaky shit. That's all I'm gonna say. I've seen some freaky shit out here with AI. I thought that Taylor Swift with like the very harsh lighting in the Super Bowl, like pulling her tits out, was the furthest it would come. I've seen some shit that was very hard to distinguish, and I didn't know. I hadn't browsed B in a while, but I was browsing the Fish Tank post-season or preseason. I forget which one it was. And the Janies on TV started moving the threads to B because Sam's budget, or I don't know, I don't know what the criteria is for the TV Janies allowing Fish Tank threads, but whatever the criteria was, it seemed to have dissipated. So they're moving them all over the whole site. They moved them to trash, to banned, and to B. And so I hadn't browsed B since like 2007. All of a sudden, logged on, they're like, "What? This is an AI. With your local language machine, you just upload a picture of yourself, and then like in the video, like all the hottest supermodels in the world start sucking your cock, and it looks real." I'm like, what? So I definitely never used that, but it was very because I didn't want to have to bother like setting all that stuff up on my own computer. Whenever it turns into an iPhone app that literally everybody can utilize, I don't know if it'll ever get that far, but I'm too lazy to like type up all the code and whatever. I thought about it once, but then once Elon Musk released his anime wife Grok app or whatever, I was like, they probably got it together. I probably don't got to worry about it. Anyways, that's right. Fuck Jannies. Fuck sickos. It never stops. We got homeboy Elias. Oh my goodness. I was kind of on a tangent there, so I didn't shout anybody out for a while. I'm shout out some recent people here. Shout out to Starry Night. Shout out to MG. Can you please? I'll say this much. Yeah, maybe it's unfortunate that Kick auto banned my account immediately, because I think Kick would have been good. Although I have been seeing, it seems like Kick might bot their stuff. YouTube is never my first option anymore because they are just too awfully restrictive. I'm sure there's probably like a 50% of the chat messages you guys are trying to send aren't coming through. But Rumble might have possibly been a little too boomer style, TBH. That was kind of fucked up, though. I mean, I don't know what I ever did to Aiden Ross, you know, except when I was outside of his house, marching around in a Speedo with that swastika painted on my chest and saying, "He's a Jew!" But that's only because I watched Hassan Piker and Iron Dubs. You know, Iron Dubs, he went live on that video about Ethan Klein started sucking off Hassan's gooey, dust-filled microphone and licking it, and he was licking the mic stand, and he was waving the swastika sword around. I was just like immediately, like instinctively knee-jerk reaction, and started carving a swastika into my chest because of what Iron Dubs did to me. So thankfully I'm de-radicalized now. I only watch Murdoch and listen to the Right Stuff podcast. So thankfully I'm recalibrated now. I'm a third positionist. Either way. So you're banned everywhere but YouTube. YouTube let me back on, but I do still have the Rumble account though, albeit. What is up, Kurt? 116. Good to see you. Good to see you. Evil Eddie. I mean, not only is he flipping the switch on Boss Man Jack, can we just, you know, I don't want to be like, oh, it's lol cow or whatever. I never saw Cobra that way, for the record. He was a real motherfucker to me. He could have been my brother from another, for real. I'm not bullshitting you. But, you know, it's the entertainment of our day. It's what gets recommended and stuff. So and I'm also in the Boss Man Jack Discord. I was watching him go live the other day when he was talking about how, like, the waitress was like a CIA agent or whatever. He was like clawing the flesh off his skin because he was smoking crack for like 4 days straight.
Make some burritos for myself here.
Right now, but gambling is bad. Okay, Evil Eddie, he's flipping the switch. Evil Eddie is sending CIA agents to poison Boss Man Jack, and I'm fucking sick of it. YouTube. Fuck the trolls, fuck Evil Eddie, fuck switch flippers, fuck riggers, because they rig the slot machines. That's why I said that. Fuck everybody who's not juicing. Fuck the rats, fuck the trolls, fuck sickos, fuck Jannies. This guy's name is Neil Mohan. See, this whole time I thought his name was Trajesh Pratesh. I can't believe it. Nobody corrected me the whole time. I don't even know what was going on with that, but... Exactly, Duke Nasty, that's right. Puffy killed Tupac, and his name rings more true with every passing year, but that's a real brother right there. Good to see you, man. Info on Sandy Hook. Is that? I'm guessing that's what Sandy means. Kick was supposed to be super unmoderated. That's what they told us, but the thing about Kick is it's very unmoderated, more or less. But if you insult the greatest ally of Israel, it's very bad, and they'll definitely permanently ban you. So I must have had a reputation that preceded me, unfortunately.
Think I might wrap the stream up here so I could be in chat with y'all. Chilling, grilling in the egg chat, just like old times, even if it's just a once in the whole year type event. I think we did a fine drawing chat. Drawing Lester Lemon over there. Drew some Chikawas as well. Blah. Yeah, we could come back another time, maybe tomorrow or something. But yeah, thanks for chilling. Thank you, Chemo, Perry, Fishman, Alte, Scroot, Piper, of course, and anybody who's chilling and grilling. We'll see you guys on the egg stream. Peace.
I watched this stream for like 5 minutes. Maybe I just came in at a bad time, and I wouldn't hold that against him if I did, but it was a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth that I generally